Hey everyone, it's CL back with another spontaneous video, but something was brought to my attention today, and it's something that I was not aware that could be harmful or offensive to the community that I'm a part of, and I really want to come on here to right any wrongs that I have made and say that I am sorry. Today, YouTube sent me an email, and in the email it says the following. Hi, love from CL. Thanks for submitting your video for monetization. We didn't approve your video for monetization because the content in your video details may not be advertiser friendly. And in the body of the email, they do list out the video in question, and it's the one I made titled Reading Slump versus Book ADD. And when I think about it, when I think about my video being demonetized, I always have this impression that if your video is demonetized, it must mean that you have made some sort of offensive content. And the last thing I want to do is offend the small amount of viewers that I have. Absolutely, I want to keep the viewers that I have and welcome new viewers as well. And the last thing I want to do is to create something that is considered non-advertiser friendly. I want to distance myself away from anything offensive. Now that I have been made aware that I am potentially putting out there harmful videos that are non-advertiser friendly, such as videos related to reading slumps, I do want to take a step back to reevaluate the situation and ensure that I can right my wrongs and be better at creating content, more advertiser-friendly content going forward. So I guess I can learn something from those bigger, more successful YouTubers that YouTube likes to promote and put them at the top of the search results, right? I know that the less clothes you wear, the more successful you'll probably be as far as getting those views. I know that if you do a really hip product review like on sex toys, that gets a lot of views and a lot of hits, and YouTube will like to promote that stuff. What else? If you like to get in fights with other YouTubers, that really gets a lot of views. So now that I'm made aware of what is deemed as acceptable as far as being a content creator, I'm really starting to learn my lesson that when you make a video about reading slumps, you really need to dial it back because that is so horribly offensive, right? I have to admit, I am a little bit ashamed that I made that video about reading slumps because I am a mom. The last thing I want to do is to be a bad example for my child saying, hey, reading slumps are okay. It's okay to use that term, reading slump. That's the last thing I want to do, right? I don't want to promote something that might be offensive and non-advertiser friendly. And I really started to think about it, right? How in the email they said that my content may not be advertiser friendly. So the video I made about reading slumps is catered towards bookish people, because that is a video related to books. So if bookish people are watching my videos, the advertisements they may see are book related. So if I'm talking about a reading slump, I can see how that's not advertiser friendly, because if you're in a reading slump, then you're not reading. And all those advertisements that you're seeing regarding books, you're not going to really want to cater to because you're not interested in reading books because you're in a reading slump. Now, I did graduate from college with mediocre grades, so I feel really comfortable in being able to connect these dots. And now that I have been made aware of this and I'm saying it out loud, I'm able to connect these dots. I think the reason why YouTube has really cracked down on videos related to reading slumps is because reading slumps is not actually a thing. It is a myth. Reading slumps should be put up there along with unicorns, something that's talked about often, but is only part of your imagination. So for those of you out there who come across this video who also make book-related content, please learn from me, okay? Try to refrain from using the term reading slump. We don't want to promote reading slumps. We don't really want to talk about reading slumps. You know what? Consider reading slump, consider that a bad, offensive word, all right? you can drop the F-bomb every other word. Don't use the term reading slump because that is not advertiser friendly. And the last thing we want to do is harm our bookish community, right? So once again, for those of you out there who is now watching this video, consider this an apology video, right? If I offended you, I am sorry. And I promise you that going forward, I will not use the term reading slump. I am going to take those mythical words out of my vocabulary because I now realize, thankfully YouTube emailed me about this, I now realize that reading slumps are mythical, offensive, and non-advertiser friendly. So for those of you watching, once again, I do apologize if I have offended you. And I promise that going forward, I will do better. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.